Our next guest on stage is again a known face to the Open Industry Alliance members. It's Sam from Flecs. He's leading the OI4 work group application management. He will reflect on the current status of the application management work group and also look at the key results and objectives of 2024. And I think application management is interesting for all of you. And I want to quote Sam, who said, "The OI4 application management work group is probably the most powerful alliance of industrial app stores operators in the world." That's what you said. Tell us why.
Thank you, Anna. So, maybe we start with a little motivation, and those of you who might already heard one of my presentations here at the OI4 know what I will ask now. Who has ordered something online the last, let's say, 7 days? Okay, don't be shy. I know all of you did that. Give me a second. Who did get told something about selfies today? I will take one. Please again. Amazon, jawohl. Wonderful. So yeah, we regularly take advantage of these online stores, which is why there are now more than 12 million of them deployed worldwide. Half a year ago, I was invited to also speak at the All Members Convention at SAP. Who remembers how many online stores we had back then? Same slide, different number. I got you. It was 9 million. So you see, the trend is still rising. And has any one of you ever complained about the mass or the number of online stores in privacy? No, obviously not, because they give us many advantages. For example, we can compare prices. We have different offers. We can get more independence from that because we're not bound to one store. But there's also something that bothers us, and that's, for example, in Germany, we are used to have this 14 days right of return. We have the advantage of returning almost everything for free. And whenever we visit a store that is not fulfilling those rules, we might be inhibited of buying there. And the second thing that we don't like are monopolies. No one likes Amazon, though we all buy there. But whenever I have the opportunity to buy somewhere else, I buy somewhere else. And now the question is, what does this have to do with the OI4? And we at the Application Management Group, we believe that the online app stores in the industry are subject to similar rules. For example, I'm often asked whether I think that there will be one industrial app store in the world that serves everything. And for the reason I mentioned just before, I don't think so. I think that will never be the case. And this working group, as Anna quoted me, right, brings together the most important app store operators in the industry today. And this gives us the opportunity to make the framework a simple and great experience for everyone. And this is why we are doing what we are doing at the Application Management Working Group. And one of the first results we delivered was launched at the SPS 2023, so a couple of months ago. And this describes an app development process that's true for all the members at this working group. And whenever you want to publish an app at one of these stores, you will go through this process. And it's a process with 3 steps. So first of all, you have a request to say, well, I have a great software, I want to sell it, I want to be deployed to other devices. And you come up with a request. Hey, I'm company XY, and I want to onboard my app at your app store. And then the second step is the process where you create your Docker image, you create an app configuration or manifest. You, of course, have to agree to the marketplace or store agreements. You have to gather the necessary marketing information like screenshots, description, pricing, and so on. And at the end, you of course have to pass a quality and security check, because what all of these stores have in common is that they want to offer apps that are secure and that are really working. So that's why you need to pass that. And then the third step is the publication. There you have to find a review, you go through, you make a kind of a smoke test, you try everything out. And if that's fine, then your app will be released in the specific store. And after that, we are open to do co-marketing, marketing communications together with you. And for 2024, we have a couple of targets. We wrote them down with the help of OKRs. That was a great idea of Werner Paulin from Lenze, who is co-leading this working group since this year together with me. And we defined together in this group some objectives. Now I want to just briefly go through with you. So first objective is that we want to have defined rules and conditions how any store can become a OI4 community store. And for that, we have 3 key results. So we have defined an interoperable app store delivery process, similar to what you saw already there. Maybe we have an API defined, and we want to think about some rules of software protection, because if you want to offer an app, of course, it must be protected against copying, and of course, you want to secure your business model. The second objective is that we have at least one store which is accredited as OI4 compliant, and there are, I would say, 4 candidates for that. No, 3 candidates. Nupano is the one who wants to subscribe on one of those stores or on all of them. Then we have the Siemens Industry Edge store. We have the Flecs store, which is probably my thing. And also Hilscher has the flagship store and plans to adopt to those guidelines. Then this is something internally, you know, every working group has a charter. We have also one that was not updated for 2 years. And we had the idea of updating it. We have the first draft. It is now going to Lucas. Where's Lucas? He was sitting there. Here, over there. Yeah. We'll give him the draft to make a nice card out of it. And then we will release that, some internal stuff. And another objective will be that we want to define a manifest for OI4 compliant apps. And I go back to this line here. You see, within the process, the second step is you have to create an app configuration or manifest. And we want to define some kind of, here we go. We want to define some kind of manifest that we can give to app vendors to have it as easy as possible to fill that out. We already have it drafted. Last Friday, we did a review on it. We had some feedback that is now implemented into it. And then it will be released. I think it will be released open source so that everyone has access to it. And the last objective we have is that we want to finalize the white paper that we have started. The white paper will be exactly about this process. So we will define what is an app, what is an app store, and what does an app vendor need to do to fulfill this process. There is already a draft available. Currently, we are collecting feedback on that. And my personal target would be to release that at the HMI fair end of April. Good. Now you might ask, dude, what is this guy talking about? I have no idea what application management is. I have no idea what a store is. I have no idea what the benefit of that is to me. And because of that, we have a special offer for you who are participating at the Knowledge Camp, because tomorrow from 11:20 till 1 p.m., we will host some kind of World Café where we have 3 different topics where you can come, you can inform yourself about one of these topics, you can switch between the topics because each topic will rotate after 20 minutes. You feel free to come. I have no idea which room we are, but you know the rooms are just to the toilets and then a little bit further. One of them will be the room for the application management group. pass by, and I will now show you what kind of topics we have. So the first topic is presented by Werner Paulin. Maybe you can just wave. Yeah, wonderful. It looks a little bit different with the suit. And Werner will talk about the integration of OI4 stores by the example of Nupano. That's the product for which he is responsible. The second topic will be covered by Marek. Where's Marek? Over there. Marek will talk about the flagship store for the OI4 community that is provided by Hilscher. He is also part of the extended leadership in the application management group and helps us to drive that. And the third topic is provided by me. I'm talking about OI4 Sandbox Store. What is that? What is the benefit for you as app vendor, operator, or for you as a user? And I would like to invite you to that. With that being said, I'm open for your questions now. I don't know if we have any questions online.
Yes. Do we have any questions in our Slido? Are there any questions in the Slido from our external online guests? Not yet. Please scan the code if you have any questions and would like to interact with our speakers. There's a question here, and I see another one over there.
I'm just typing.
Okay, your question, we'll see it later. We first take...
I could also, instead of typing, I could also ask.
But then we need a microphone. Maybe you first, I'll get you a microphone. Do you plan to show Open Industry 4.0 Alliance members apps soon on the store?
Yes, we already show apps of the OI4 members in we call it Sandbox Store. I think there are currently 5 apps, one from Lenze, from Vibu, HiveMQ, Mosquito, and another one is missing.
Mosquito.
It is 5. Yeah. So if you are an OI4 member and you want to have your app provided there, you can come to me or to Marek if you want to publish it to the flagship store.
And then we have Bastian with a question here in the audience.
Okay, yes, thanks. I was typing and rephrasing, and then I thought, okay, maybe I just spell it out. So you said we will always have a variety or a multitude of app stores, and I would agree. So the question is, do you as a work group also address the idea of the listing in an app store of being a quality label for the app that is listed there, some community aspect, or also in our case, the promise of being interoperable with any of the other apps that are listed there?
Yeah, definitely. That's the idea, and that's, of course, the benefit for you then. Yeah.
Thanks.
Can you give some examples for typical apps, Sam?
Typical apps could be time series, could be soft PLCs. Node-RED is one very famous example. I don't know any industrial app store that does not have Node-RED on board.
And I think those are all the questions. I don't see any hands here in the audience. Thank you. You said you have a workshop tomorrow, or is it today?
Yeah,
sorry.
no, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
11:20 till 1 p.m.
World Café, where you can discuss all of this with Sam in a workshop, in a breakout.
Sam, Werner, and Marek.
All of you. Okay,
all of
the
us.
whole team. Okay, great. Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you. Yeah.